spreading propaganda through the likes of TikTok. We hear you. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. And when we gaze upon the heavens, never forget.
Katie Britt, a Republican senator from Alabama, gave a rather eerie response to Joe Biden's State of the Union, to me coming off as if she might have somebody tied up in her basement, where she's in her kitchen sounding absolutely delusional. This is one of the names who's on Trump's very short list for VP, and it also received his praise shortly after, so I'm sure this is nothing more than an audition for that. But largely it just reads bizarre. Listen to this clip and watch how quickly she cycles through three emotions in a very fake manner, might I add.
To think about what the American dream can do across just one generation, in just one lifetime. It's truly breathtaking. But right now, the American dream has turned into a nightmare for so many families. The true, unvarnished state of our union begins and ends with this.
She goes from laughing happy to sad to outraged. And I must say, D-tier actor for sure. I didn't buy it for a second, but it doesn't even end there. The madness keeps on going. This speech was also filled with very strange and unexplainable moments like this one.
First of all, we see you, we hear you, and we stand with you.
Yeah, I don't think we're safe, man. This is giving psychotic on so many levels. It's Karen in the name of Jesus with a knife. Next, she goes after social media, namely TikTok, because kids, on TikTok are the real problem and concern in today's society.
Spreading propaganda through the likes of TikTok. You see, the CCP knows that if it conquers the minds of our next generation, it conquers America. And what does President Biden do? Well, he bans TikTok for government employees, but creates an account for his own campaign. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up.
Oh, and well, that's not all. Biden says he's anti-Putin, right? And then he goes and makes a tweet. You know who else uses Twitter? Russia. It's the condescending smile for me that gets me the most. It's as if she's like really laying it on us and we all know it, and it's not her just totally making SNL's job a lot easier when they turn this into a skit.
We continue to draw courage from those who bent the moral arc of the universe. And when we gaze upon the heavens, never forget that our DNA contains the same ingenuity that put man on the moon.
Okay, what the fuck? What? Is anybody else confused? I'm sorry. I thought this was about Joe Biden, and now she's saying my DNA put a man on the moon and look to the heavens, and I don't know why, but I'm kind of scared. This is just bizarre, and it's so clearly forced. I don't even know how to read it. She doesn't seem comfortable in the things that she's saying, yet she's still saying them and acting like putting a smile on her face can cover it up. But it's just making her look crazy. Compare this mental behavior to Joe Biden's State of the Union and tell me who we should be more concerned about. I don't think there's any comparison there. It's not even close. In this video, she rambles for 17 minutes about God and destiny and attacks Biden. But you know what she doesn't do? Put forth any solutions. Republicans never do that because generally they have to spend their time making up some issues and then pointing at Democrats. Joe Biden gave a State of the Union full of his plans, his vision for the future, and different ways that we can work to get it done. And the Republican response, naturally, of course, is to attack him personally, virtue signal to God, and complain about how Joe Biden didn't say or act exactly the way they wanted. Can you nice, a snowflake. And it really just shows the nation that these people want to live in, this kind of Christian nationalist theocracy where everyone who isn't like them is forced out. And that's what Joe Biden stands against, what Democrats stand against in this election. And it's why as many people as possible need to get out and vote blue down the ballot this year for democracy.